Alright, Jake DeLong here with Ben from Alexandria.
How you doing?
I'm good, how about you, man?
I'm good. I'm tired, a bit hungover, but good.
10-hour trip from your last tour day, right?
Yeah, pretty much, but I'm just pissed off about this snow. Why is it snowing?
Because I'm on the way. Every concert I go to, it's like a snowstorm on the way home, so I'm sorry about that.
You are a bastard.
Yeah.
Hey.
From what I understand, next week you guys got the Stepped Up and Scratched album coming out. Is it?
I have no idea, man. That was supposed to come out like in December and it never came out. And then it was supposed to come out in January and it didn't come out, so I'm just waiting until I'm walking through the shops and it says, oh, so it came out then.
Were you guys, was it you and Danny that laid down all the remixes, or did you guys have help from others?
Well, basically what happened was, like, when we was recording the original album, Stand Up and Scream, we thought, because there's a lot of like trance and stuff in it, so we thought, why don't we make a remix album? So I think that just like the trance can have like a trance sort of trancey album, you know, something starts on to whatever. And we ran out of time, we're not touring, it never happened. And then a bunch of bands like Bring Me the Horizon and stuff started releasing the same sort of ideas. So we're like, oh, fuck it, then we'll leave it, simmer down, and we'll really take our time with it. So we sent it to like a whole bunch of different DJs and stuff to sort of remix, see what we liked and stuff like that. And I've heard like half the album back and it sounds really good so far. Like I said, I don't know when the hell it's coming out.
Hopefully it's coming out next week.
Hopefully it's coming out next week.
That was the next release date I heard, so.
If it doesn't, then, well, we should probably complain to Sumerian now, our record label. It's their fault.
Well, they're going to be here soon.
They are going to be here, so if we wait for them to come in, we can ambush them, hit them with a camera, and find out what the real date is. I don't know.
Right. More importantly, though, you guys got Reckless and Relentless coming out.
Yes, we do.
And you guys really did an awesome job. I've heard Someone Somewhere. I've heard, of course, Breathless. You guys were playing at Thrash and Burn, and then, of course, the Morte Dabo. I don't know how to pronounce it.
It means the gift of death.
Right, because you know what I did? I googled that, and a whole bunch of like death videos came up. I was like, oh shit, what's this?
Fuck yeah, now he's the gift of death. It's like, it's created quite a stir, that song, because there's loads of Christians saying, oh, we've been possessed by the devil, and we're Antichrist, and I don't fucking know, a bunch of shit. And it's like, no, we're not. It's just a fictional story, you know. It's a song. Right. It's not our views. It's like, and we had a song on the last album called Hey There, Mr. Brooks, and there's a part in that song where we kill someone with a spade. We don't do that in real life either. It's a fictional
I've
story
seen you guys 3 times. I haven't seen that yet.
Have you seen that happen? I haven't. I mean, scissors we've used, ropes, gas. It's never a spade. So, no, it's just a fictional story, and I wish people would like. There's been some Christians that are really cool. They're like, this goes against my beliefs completely, but I still love the band. It's still a really good song,
right?
And you know, it doesn't. You know, this isn't what they are. They're not like a death band or anything, or like a satanic band.
Yeah.
So some people have understood it, and I wish everyone would realise that it's just a story. It's nothing real. It's just something that was a story we came up with that we thought was pretty cool, and you know, it's not that big of a deal. We don't want to kill God or anything. Now, our drummer's Christian, and if he can be fine with it, then I'm sure everyone else can.
Right. So, what did kind of approach did you guys take to writing this album? How was it different than Stand Up and Scream?
Stand Up and Scream was kind of throwing together bits and bobs that I'd written, and we were told, okay, you're signed now, you have to go in the studio. So like, shit, okay, we'll write a bunch of songs. There's Reckless and Relentless. I started writing that the second we left the studio recording Stand Up and Scream. So I was working on it for about a year, and I just had the mindset that it had to be 10 times better than Stand Up and Scream. It had to be different so that things didn't get stagnant and boring and stuff, but it could have been so different that people were like, whoa, what the hell's kind of happened here?
This isn't the same band.
Yeah, we had to find like a happy medium. And, you know, also after Stand Up and Scream came out, there's a lot of bands that have been doing like the, you know, whatever, play music and then go into a synth break and then go back into music. So I was like, I kind of want to avoid that this time and try and like step everything up and be one step ahead of all the trends and stuff. And so we've still got like, there's probably 2 or 3 songs in the album that still do that, but for the most part the synth on this album is heavily based on bands like Pendulum or Prodigy and stuff like that, and it really is like mixed in with the songs as opposed to just standing out and it being like a song and then a dance break and then the rest of the song.
Right.
It's all mixed in a lot more than the last one, and it's a lot heavier, darker synth. So I don't know, when I was writing this album, I wanted it to be the best I could possibly write at that time, and I wanted it to be something I was really proud of. And I didn't want to be a scene band. I just wanted to be a rock band, you know, like whether it be metal or whatever people want to call it. I just wanted to write a great rock album. A lot of people thought we could just play breakdowns and stuff from the last album. So this album, there's more guitar riffs and there's more solos and there's licks and stuff. And everything's just a lot more mature. It's probably heavier than the last album, if I'm honest, so people don't need to worry about that. But I'm really happy with how it's come out. Really excited to release it and see how people take to it.
Now, how do you think the fans are going to react? You guys are pretty well, like you said, other bands have started to do what you guys have done. It's almost your signature to do the kind of stuff you guys have done. And I've heard, in fact, that other bands at other management companies are maybe told, hey, copy Asking Alexandria.
Yeah, pretty much, which we've heard too.
You know, so I mean, you know, how do you think the fans are going to react to Reckless and Relentless? They're going to love it? Still Asking Alexandria?
I think they're going to love it. I mean, there's no reason why they shouldn't. It's still us. I mean, I wrote the last album, I wrote this album. It's like, I'm the same dude. I haven't changed the way I do things. And after I wrote the songs on this album, we all sat down as a band and we went through them together and we changed bits as a band and we made sure everyone was happy with everything and everyone contributes to the songs and stuff. And so it's the same basic formula as the last album. It's just way, way better. And it's like I said, it's not boring sounding. It doesn't sound like anyone else.
Right.
Because a lot of people, like we just said, started pushing that same sound and we were like, fuck that. I want to try and like up the mark and be fresh and do something new for us to listen to. If we released the same album, it would be boring. I know a lot of kids are probably going to be like, oh, this is too different from the last album, I don't like it as much. But if we released the exact same album, it would be boring for us. And it would be boring for our fans and people that enjoy listening to music. If they wanted that, we may as well just re-release Stand Up and Scream. You know? So I think they'll like it. There's no reason for them not to. It's a much, much better album than the last one. So
I wanted to ask you, how does the songwriting process work for you guys? I mean, you probably laid on all the guitars, and then James comes in and does all the drums, or
the writing or the recording?
Tell me the writing.
Writing, basically, I sit down on my own with my laptop, and I'm weird. Like I don't sit down with a guitar riff in my head. I sit down, I think, what kind of stuff. My phone is going crazy. What kind of style do I want this song to be, or whatever, and I actually program the drums in on my laptop.
Okay.
Just a simple drum beat, because obviously I'm not a drummer, I can't do what James can do, so it's just something simple, whether it be a punk beat or a blast beat or you know, just a swing beat, whatever. And then I sit down with my guitar and I just rock along to it and see what feels good, and then I do that for like the whole song, the chorus and all that stuff. And once that's done, and the song, I add the bass, I add the synth, I add whatever ideas I have, once that's done, I'm going to take it to James and say, okay, this is what I've done, change the drums so that they're good and not just simple, crappy little drums that I've programmed in. So he does all that, and once that's done, we normally sit down as a band and pick apart the song and just change bits here and there and add things, and Danny will add vocals and stuff like that. And then in the studio, I record all the guitars and the bass. James obviously records the drums, and then Danny does most of the vocals, I do some of the vocals, and then when it comes to synth, it's mainly me and Danny that do the synth. So.
Did you guys have any guest vocals on this album?
No, we didn't this time. We did on the first one just because we were no one. We just wanted to get our name out there a little bit. But this one, we feel like we wanted it to be all our own stuff. Just this is us. This is what we have. And so we did get guest vocals myself.
Yeah, I wanted to say that the first time I saw you guys was at the Artery Foundation Across the Nation tour.
Yeah.
And you guys were second out of a 5-band set.
Yeah.
And then by June, you guys were headlining. July headlining. So I mean, you guys rose very quickly. So
it's been kind of crazy.
Do you guys feel that it went as quick as I do? I mean, I was watching you guys and like, you guys stole the crowd at the Artery show, and then, you know, months later you're headlining and people are freaking out over you then. So
I mean, I still haven't had time to sit back and go, wow, what's happened, kind of thing. So I'm still trying to.
Well, you guys never stopped touring either.
Exactly. We don't want to. I mean, we don't want to be one of those bands like you can come up really quickly and then you can disappear just as fast. We don't want that. We want longevity, and that's why we tour so hard, just to try and keep building our fan base, keep improving our live shows so people still enjoy it and still want to come back every time we come back and stuff like that. So it's been kind of crazy, but we're not in any rush to slow down, if that makes sense. Like we want to have like a 20-year-long career if we can. We don't want to be just a band that comes and goes and fizzles out. That's why we're trying to be strategic and write albums that are way better each time so people don't get bored and stuff like that. So.
Well, I want to go back to Reckless and Relentless for a second if I could. 12 tracks on the bass album, right?
Yep.
But you guys have bonus tracks through iTunes?
Yeah, every release has different bonus tracks like Walmart, Target, Hot Topic. Your phone going off too?
Yeah, I need to shut this off. Oh, it's just a message. Okay.
Yeah, so like Target, Walmart, Hot Topic, you know, what FYE, is that one of them?
Yeah,
FYE, iTunes. Every shop has like different
Bonus tracks.
and stuff,
Okay.
so you can pick and choose what you want to.
So how many tracks in all did you guys end up recording then? I mean, it must have been a lot.
I wrote like 30, and we ended up recording, I think 13, only 13. And we have a spare one that we've not done anything with it yet. It's like if we want to re-release, because we're planning on re-releasing the album with another sort of radio single on it later
Right.
on. So then there's going to be this one that we haven't done anything with yet, which is a really heavy song, and then when we release it again, there'll be that and a radio song and maybe another heavy song. So it's all up in the air right now. We're just focusing on April 5th when the album comes out.
Right.
Take it from there, really.
So you guys just recorded a track for Pop Goes Punk 3.
Yeah, we did that. We did the Acorn cover.
How did you choose that cover? I was curious about that.
We were just messing around in our living room and we covered it, and we recorded it. We actually recorded that at the exact same time we recorded Stand Up and Scream, just for fun. Like, we had no intentions of releasing it ever. It was just, we have some spare time, this is funny, ha ha ha. And then I don't know how Punk Goes Pop 3 heard it, but they were like, oh, would you be interested in putting on a compilation? We were like, well, sure, you know, I guess we've already got it, we don't have to record anything, and it's done really well, apparently. I mean,
It is. It's one of the best tracks on the album, for sure.
Thank you. We just did it for fun, that's the thing. Maybe that's why it came out so well, because we weren't under any pressure to share it, and we would say, oh, this is fun, just chill out. So, I don't know, but I think it came out pretty cool. It's not something we want to do on a regular basis. We probably won't do it again. Because like I said, we like to just do our own stuff. And, you know, this is us for us. But it was a good time. It was a fun experience.
Right, so covers aren't really something that you guys are interested in?
Not really. I mean, we did the Skid Row covers, but that was for a completely different reason.
Danny?
Well, no, we're all into 80s.
Are you really?
Me and Danny probably more so than anyone.
Yeah.
We're all love it, man. Like Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, all our favorite bands, Cinderella and stuff. But the reason we did that is because we just feel like there are some songs about it on our new album, Records and Notes as well. It's like, what happened like to the music industry, dude? Like, it used to be blooming, it was massive. Like, everyone loved and needed music, and I think it's still the case. But a lot of people are downloading songs now. Less and less people are coming to shows and stuff. And like, you know, there are so many new bands, and I feel like people forget the roots of where this came from. And I know Motley Crue and such and Skid Row aren't the roots of where this came from, but they're our roots, kind of thing. You know, we grew up listening to that with my parents and stuff, and it was just important for us to sort of show people, you know, don't forget the reason we're here writing the music and playing the music we do is because of these bands. That was kind of why we did it, you know. I feel like hopefully it will come back around. I mean, games like Rock Band and Guitar Hero and all that stuff, like they're doing Aerosmith versions, and Beatles and stuff, so people are starting to like turn their heads and realise, oh, when I see kids walking around now like Guns N' Roses t-shirts on, it's a nice thing, you know, like people are starting to remember where we've come from and bands in our generation have come from, which is a cool thing.
Right.
Which is why we did the covers in the first place.
You guys actually have some songs on Rock Band Network.
Yep. Yeah,
we download them, they're hard as hell. Did you guys have any hand in that, or did you guys get to choose or say, hey, you know, we want to make these songs for Rock Band, can you?
No, they just, their dudes came on to say, like, we really like your songs, we think they do really good on Rock Band, do you want to be on Rock Band? So like, yeah.
Why not?
Why not? That's fucking cool. And then they have people that work there that figure out the tabs of the songs and figure it out and stuff, so I didn't have to do much in terms of that. They just asked for the raw guitar files from our album, we sent them off, and they moved them from that. It's really
cool. If you weren't in Alexandria right now, what would you be doing?
Oh man, I'd probably be living at home, living off my parents' money. No, I don't know. I mean, I've always wanted to be a musician, so I didn't do. It's not that I did badly in school. I just didn't give a shit. I just didn't concentrate. Like, I couldn't get in trouble because my grades were always good, even though I didn't put any effort in. Because I was just one of those lucky guys that could just walk into an exam and go. So and I just always wanted to be in music, you know. So thankfully, I went to a school where my teachers understood that and they let me get away with a lot more than they should have done. Probably, like, if I was bored in geography, I'd be like, do you mind if I go to the music room and, you know, sort of turn around my guitar and they'd be like, okay, kind of thing, which was a nice thing. So I've never thought of it really. I dropped out of college, I never went to uni, I wasn't interested in that, I was just interested in music, so if I didn't have this, I'd probably be screwed. But thankfully, because of all the touring, all the contacts I've made, hopefully this band won't end anytime soon. But if it does, then I'll still be in the music industry. I think, working at a record label or management or something to do with this whole thing.
So at what age did you begin playing guitar? And you mentioned the bands that inspired you.
Yeah,
Are those the bands that inspired your guitar playing?
Yeah. Well, actually, the people that inspired me to play guitar, like Gary Moore, B.B. King, and Eric Clapton, stuff like that. My dad was really into blues, and that's what got pounded into my head when I was a kid. I just started playing guitar when I was like 11, I think. But I started singing and playing piano a long time before that. So this is really embarrassing actually, but my mum said when I was like 3 years old or whatever, I used to put Grease on. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
And she said I used to tie bits of string to a tennis racket and just rock out in front of it, sing along to Grease and shit. So I guess it was destiny. So they waited until I was like 11 and then bought me my first guitar, and I haven't put it down since.
No, I'd like to get video of that though.
Oh man, nope, that's never coming out. If there is one, I don't want to see it. I had like little blonde curly hair, big blue eyes, and just walking out. What a dickhead. Well, I'm still a dickhead now though, so not much has changed. I'd still rock out to Grease. I love that film.
Yeah.
It's a good film, and Olivia Newton-John's really fit. She's hot, must admit. She's
I
got
admit.
leather jeans on.
If I can embarrass you some more.
2 inches.
What are some of your guilty pleasures, like music you listen to that people wouldn't expect you to listen to, or
Bruno Mars right now, dude. Every time someone's like, you listen to Bruno Mars, I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. That kid's voice is amazing. If I could sing as well as him, I'd fuck this band right off. Right? I'd fucking be a pop star or some shit. I don't know, I just love him. I listen to like all kinds of music and I can respect everything, but I mean, I know he's like a radio dude, whatever, and it's
right?
Cool, but his voice is incredible to me. I jam him more than anyone right now. Like, I'll be listening to Guns N' Roses stuff and be dropping out like Grenade by Bruno Mars, and then everyone gets pissed off at me, comes to the back lounge, I'm just jamming in the front of my own, singing away. He's got a good voice. Why? I bet you he's got a massive cock too, because he's like half cast, and he's got the best of both worlds, that bastard. So he's a man.
Well, I don't want to keep you guys much longer, but what's next for you guys? You guys have got Warped Tour this summer? Is that confirmed? There's a lot of people on the internet like are they playing main stage? Or there's a lot of people wondering what's going on with that.
I'm going to be in a lot of trouble for this, but yeah, we're playing main stage Warped Tour. I'm not specific. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell Kevin Lyman.
You want me to block that out of the interview?
I don't know. It depends how daring I'm feeling when it comes out. I guess we'll hear from Kevin. But yeah,
if you don't want that part in there, I won't put it.
I know. It's all. Everyone knows. I don't understand. The only reason we haven't been announced is because we're touring right now.
Yeah.
And so they don't want it to like conflict or anything. But yeah, we're doing Warped Tour. That'll be good.
No, you guys don't have any tours planned between the end of this one and that, right? That's kind
of
like
yeah, we do.
You do?
We've not got any free time. We're straight after this. We're performing at the Golden God Awards this year. With like Avenged Sevenfold and stuff. But then we fly the day after that show, because that's right after this tour. The day after that show, we fly to London and we start our UK tour. Straight from the UK, we do all of Europe. Then once Europe's finished, we're straight back here, do Warped Tour. And after that, we're all over the place, man. So back and forth, back and forth. But we don't have free time. I have free time in September because my mum's getting married. So I have like a week off in September, which is cool. And then we're not free again until Christmas.
I read something really interesting about you guys. You guys are from the UK, right?
Yeah.
And you've only played there just a handful of times compared to just the promotion that you've been doing around here and stuff like that. Do you really want to get back there, don't you? I mean, we do. It's just
kind of weird how it all played out. We've done one headline UK tour, and that was this December, and it was awesome. It was completely sold out. It was so good to be back home. Like, it was really, really nice. And then again, this April, we've got another headline tour. So we are making our way back over there slowly. It just so happened that when we recorded our demos over here and we got signed, Sumerian had us straight out touring, so I was like, shit. And then that tour went so well, they booked another one, and then another one, and another one. I was like, fuck, I want to go home for a bit. But it's been good. I mean, it's all worked out great. I mean, because, English kids back home have been waiting for it, and we come back, and it's been a great time. People over here have been really supportive and helped us get much bigger and stuff. Even, we just did Asia and Australia, and we'd never been there before, so I was like, it's going to be shit, but it was probably the biggest shows you've ever played. Like, we played in front of like 8,000 kids at one of our headline shows. Soundwave, when we were playing against Iron Maiden, I was just like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Go see Iron Maiden, this sucks. But no, they were all there, and it was a good time. So I don't know what the hell it is, but I hope the momentum carries on, because it's been amazing so far.
Awesome, man. Well, Reckless and Relentless comes out on April 5th. You got any last words to the fans? Fucking go buy that album.
Yeah, fuck you. Don't download it. Buy it, please.
You get the bonus songs.
You will get the bonus songs. And
go buy it, and Ben will come give you hugs.
I will. Or maybe more. Depends how hot you are. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. I can close my eyes and pretend. It's all good.
Thank you very much, bud.
You're welcome,
I
man.
appreciate
Thank you very
it.
much. Cheers.